I didn't realise you were so involved in,
Jiu-jitsu.
yeah, the martial arts you're involved in. Out of 10, and this got nothing to do with ego, how good are you? 5, 6, 7, 10, 9, 3.2?
7.
7. Okay, so close your eyes for me. And I want you to see the number 7, and I want you to turn it into 9.5 in your imagination. And when you've done that, just say yes and you'll relax a little more.
Yes.
Okay, now I want you just to tell me, no, I don't even want you to tell me, I want you to think about the things regarding your jiu-jitsu that you need to sharpen up on. You know, there's varying degrees of sharp. You can get a knife that doesn't need to be too sharp to cut through cheese. If you wanted to cut through something a little thicker and more substantial than cheese, the knife has to be sharper. So I want you just to imagine a very, very sharp knife. And I want you to integrate within yourself subconsciously the aspects of that sharpness that would be helpful for you, your jiu-jitsu. And when you've done that, you'll get sort of a feeling flow into you. And when that happens, just say yes.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going to count back from 5 to 1, so just let go. Follow my count, you're doing fine. From 5, 4, 3, deep, more relaxed, 2, 1, that's it. Now in a moment I'm going to click my fingers. As soon as I do that, I want you just to open your eyes and come fully alert, but you're going to notice you're very, very comfortably relaxed, like some kind of a daydream state. How does that feel to you?
Yeah, good.
Okay, turn your left hand over like that. I want you to gaze into your left hand. Now in a moment I'm going to count back. Keep your eyes open. I'm going to count back from 3 to 1. The second I get to 1, I want you to just close your eyes. 3, 2, 1. That's right. Now in a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to 3, and only when I get to 3, I want you to open your eyes, gaze into your left hand, say to yourself, sleep now, and immediately close your eyes and go deeper than you are now. So at the count of 3, your eyes open. As soon as I click my fingers, you close them and go deeper. Ready now for 1, 2, 3. Sleep. And this time, when I get to 3, I'd like you to open your eyes, gaze into your hand, think to yourself, sleep now, and immediately go deeper then than what you are now. So at 3, you look into your hand, think sleep now, immediately shut your eyes and close your eyes and go deeper from 1, 2, 3. That's it. And this time even deeper from 1, 2, 3. And this time even deeper from 1, 2, 3. Now listen with your subconscious mind. When your subconscious mind knows that you're at a deep level of trance, the muscles of your voice will work quite fine, and you'll simply say the word yes and go deeper again.
Yes.
Okay, now listen. From now on, whenever you want to get to this state or to go into self-hypnosis, you will just look into your left hand, think to yourself, sleep now. Immediately close your eyes and go there. And that is even when you are not here with me, regardless of where you are and regardless of what's happening. So from now on you will simply gaze into your left hand, think, sleep now, close your eyes and go there. Now in a moment when I click my fingers, you're going to open your eyes, come fully alert, feeling fine. How was that?
That was good. Thanks for that. That's the gift that'll keep on giving. The initial hypnosis in that is because I'm so passionate about jiu-jitsu, so there's quite a lot of like inside, because I get excited and nervous and all up and out of my adrenaline, so that and hypnosis together was strange. It was a really powerful feeling.
But you know, if you need that little extra edge, all you do to yourself is think, I need a little extra edge for this fight, sleep now. But you can go sleep now for 45 seconds or 10 minutes or what. You can use that for anything you want to use it for, so long as you think about it before you do it. Now this will only work when you take people down into a state of hypnosis anyway. so that they've got a tool for when you're not there. This stuff about laying on the ground and relaxing yourself, and all that, you can relax the body, but you can't shut the left brain down and keep the right brain active unless you're a highly trained NSA remote viewer. So a lot of self-hypnosis is just expensive malarkey that frustrates people. That's how you give someone a technique to be able to go straight there. Do it again. It's instant, the body follows. Once the body and the mind have experienced something, it's easy to replicate it.
How do you bring yourself back out?
You give yourself a time limit. So you go sleep now for 3 minutes or 15 minutes, or go to sleep reading a Superman comic, whatever you tell yourself in here. Now if you drifted away like that and you didn't put a time limit on, you're going to come back. No one said you can't get out of that. But some people, like using that for actors that can't remember their lines, for people that get nervous for public speaking, you give them that. They've got the technique, they're sitting out the back, they're about to go blah 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 for public speaking. If they do that, it just brings them out of the hind brain, back into the front brain so they can think clearly. So all you're doing is altering the physiological state. This man knows jiu-jitsu, so he's not a sort of bloke I want to have a fight with. But if he didn't know jiu-jitsu and I gave him that technique and he could convince himself that he was a jiu-jitsuist, he got in a ring, he's going to get the crap beaten out of him. Because he hasn't got the muscle memory, the cellular memory, the skills, the fitness and all of those things. So what that's there for is to just enhance the skill.
With that technique, sorry Rick, should I in my mind's quite the movements I wanted to get better at, and the knife and the cutting through the garden, those things, visualise, or just give my brain a break?
You just give your brain a break, like think about what you want to achieve, like it might be win this fight, feel less pain, be a little faster,
Sure.
whatever it needs. I did this, I was in London, this cage ragey stuff a few years ago when it was becoming popular. I was in America, in Memphis, and that was when Gracie was fighting there. And the Star Spangled Banner starts and families are there and everyone gets up like this and it's like a sport. Gentlemen. Then I go to London and the two blokes that ran that, Dave and Dave, the little bald blokes, it was called Cage Rage. The Troxy Theatre in the East End of London, and thank God me and this guy were upstairs on the mezzanine floor. The English are a lot different than the Americans when it comes to this, and they're all bald heads with spiders tattooed on them and aggravated, and what they would do is they turn the air conditioning off and they salt all the food up so you buy more booze. So they've got this Troxy Theatre full of wild people pissed out of their brains and a big metal wall down the middle, that see-through stuff, and they all hated each other and they're trying to kill each other through this. So this guy comes out, he goes, I've got two fighters here and they were good and they're bleeding hopeless, can you help them? I said, probably, why? So this first guy is called Smithy, and he wore one of those caps like that cartoon character Andy Cap. And he comes and he goes, how are you, mate? And I said, good. And I said, how are you? And he went, oh yeah, I'm all right, I'll make 300 quid tonight. And I said, well, they said you used to be a good fighter, you're not so good. And we went, oh yeah, me gran died. So what? He said, oh, me gran died. And now I come in here and I make 300 quid. He said, I don't care if I win or lose. I said, what about your pride? I said, wouldn't your grandmother be a bit upset? Yeah. Nah, she probably wouldn't have cared. And I said, you ever had hypnosis before? He went, yeah. And I said, where was it? He's talking about a stage show. So how did it go? And he said, real good. And I went, well then, sleep. So I just put my hand on his shoulder. I said, there's a fighter in you. Well, when you're in that ring, it's an animal. And your body is fit, it knows how to fight, blah, 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 blah. This guy came strolling down for the start of the fight, and they go in this cage, and they open the door, and he took this cap off, and he twirled it on his finger and flicked it into the crowd, and he walked into this cage, and change in him. It was like a different person. His eyes went wild. 91 or 93 seconds he got a knockout, but he got a knockout by dropping almost completely upside down with his knees pulled in. I've never seen a person do it before. One arm went down and both feet came straight up and hit this guy under the jaw and lifted him about a foot off the deck, and he just went smack and he was out to it. And I thought, lucky he had a mouth guard on. And so all of a sudden this guy snapped out of it and everyone's going, yay. And about the fourth next fight was the other bloke. And the other bloke had his wife there, who was pregnant, and his family, and he just couldn't win a fight because he thought he was off the boil. And he went in and won in the first round as well. Then after it was all over and these wild lunatics had been thrown out, the fighters stayed, and this guy saw me and went, you! I went, yeah? He came over and said, oh, well, I want to buy you a drink, mate. A couple of hours ago I would have killed you. I said, why? And he said, I was worried what you'd done to me. And I said, what did I do? He said, I felt too relaxed. He said, but I can remember going to the cage, but I can't remember what happened until I won. So because these people have that ability and they're fit and it's their sport, it's easy to tap into it. You get a big bloke and tell him he's going to get in there and be whoever. He's not going to go very far because he won't have the fitness. That's what happened to Mike Tyson. He was working with a hypnotist, and the hypnotist used to say, you'll get in the ring, you'll want to kill the person without weapons, and you will do whatever it takes to win a fight. Whenever you never said anything about once you come out of the ring, it has nothing to. So this is why Tyson started biting ears off and everything. The bloody hypnotist wasn't exactly correct in the suggestions and didn't give a handbrake. So it can be very counterproductive. Like, who would have thought that that was going to happen? But African Americans are really easy to hypnotize and they'll take things literally. And so Tyson, I guess, ran out of fitness and thought, well, I'll have a bite of the ear, that's going to slow things up. I think for a moment he intentionally thought, I'll wreck my career and bite this guy's ear off because I'm an egotist. I think he would have realised after the event what he had done. So you can go back to your seat now. Can you leave that on, please, mate? I need another volunteer now because I'm doing this one more time and then you're going to practice it. It ain't hard. Here we are, offering you all a gift. And the only person that has voluntarily taken the gift is dear Leslie. How are you, love?
Good, thank you.
All right, now you can do it this way as well. Just look at my hand. I'm going to move it up and down and follow it with your eyes. And when you're ready, just let your eyes close. Okay, now just go way down deep inside. In a moment I'm going to put my hand on your shoulder and you know that pleasant feeling of hypnosis. It's like some kind of an interesting, almost asleep feeling. So just put your awareness to my hand. Notice that almost asleep feeling coming out of my hand, going into your shoulders, and down into both of your arms. And you know it can become like a wave at a beach. You can't stop it, so let it flow from your neck all the way down to your toes now. Your speed, your time, and your way for you. That's it, you're doing wonderfully. Now in a moment I'm going to lift up your right hand comfortably. I want you to hold it right there, you can. Now don't let that hand go down any faster or any slower than it takes for you to go into a pleasant and deep, comfortable, hypnotic place. And as you do, I talk to the students, the learning part of your mind will confidently and competently remember what I say to the students as you just continue to let go more and more. So now what you've got to do is give time. You can't speed this up. So sometimes in hypnosis you can give an instruction and change direction and call it confusion. It wasn't really, it's usually because you got a bit bored and wanted things to go faster. But with this technique, it's a waste of time trying to give someone a self-hypnosis technique if they haven't actually gone into some kind of an altered state. Do you follow what I'm saying? So if you tell them to go at their own pace, you'll let them go at their own pace. You can't speed it up, but you can always get a signal. But if you want to speed it up, you can go, I'm just going to do a little bit of work on that hand, now I'll let go. And go way down deep inside, that's it. Now in a moment I'm going to take my hand off your hand. You're going to realise immediately there then how deep inside you are here now. That wonderful, peaceful, timeless feeling of hypnosis. And now I'm just going to turn your left hand over. Now in a moment I'm going to count forward from 1 up to 3. As soon as I get to 3, I would like you to open your eyes, gaze into your left hand, immediately say to yourself, sleep now, close your eyes and go deeper then than you are now. So at the count of 3, you open your eyes, gaze into your hand, think sleep now, shut your eyes immediately and go deeper. Ready from 1, 2, 3. That's it, and this time you'll notice you go even deeper again from 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And let go. Now listen with your subconscious mind from now on. Whenever you want to go to this depth of pleasant hypnotic trance, you'll simply gaze into your left hand, think to yourself, sleep now, immediately shut your eyes and go there. And you can put a time limit for yourself on it. You can put a subject on it, such as relax more, gain some confidence, feel good naturally, awaken in the morning, whatever topic you choose for yourself when your subconscious has understood that. That's right. See, I've already got the fingers. You didn't even have to ask for it. Now in a moment I'm going to count forward from 1 to 3. When I get to 3, click my fingers, you'll open your eyes, come fully alert, feeling marvellous. And what I've told you for your own good and general well-being will stay with you, even when you are not with me here. Now you can get ready to come back from 1 feeling just fine, 2 your conscious mind and physical body come back to full and wonderful alertness, 3 eyes open, fully alert. Where'd you go?
You tried asking me to open my eyes at one stage and I wouldn't come open.
Yeah, they were just, so I just did it again, and then I don't know what I did after that, it's on the video.
Oh.
So it's, now I did the same thing, slightly differently than what I did with Anthony. But it's the same bloody thing. You know, whether you've got a Holden, a Falcon or a Toyota, you've got a car. But so the mechanism is really just giving someone a gift. But the secret, just try it for yourself now, just go back there. Just. And come back. And if people learn that and then they go away and never bother to use it, which a lot of people are like that, they ring you up in a year and go, it doesn't work, go, did you practice? When they say no, say get a life. It's like anything, if you get a skill like this and you don't use it, it's like I can learn to be a champion swimmer, runner, whatever. If I do it and then don't bother, it's not very realistic to consider that in a year's time I'm still going to be as sharp as I was when I was doing what it was that I did. So this is the same. If you give this skill to people, you have to tell them use it or lose it, because that's a truism.